Kilalanin natin si Santiago, isang prangkang gabay sa ating buhay. Ang aklat ni Santiago sa New Testament, iba ito. It's so unique talaga. Hindi siya yung typical na sulat na puro lang doktrina or theology. Ang Santiago, it's very direct to the point. Prangka, kung prangka, parang best friend mo na magsabi sa iyo ng totoo, kahit masakit, for your own good. It's a wake-up call, everyone. Ang aklat ni Santiago, it's like a practical manual for Christian living. Imagine, parang life coach mo na very spiritual. Sinasabi niya, okay, naniniwala ka, great, pero paano mo yan isinasabuhay? Ganyan ka direct. Sino ba talaga si Santiago? Ang kapatid ng Panginoon. Imagine. Maraming scholars believe na ang Santiago na ito ay si James, the brother of Jesus. Yes, kapatid mismo ng ating Panginoong Jesus. Can you imagine that? Growing up with Jesus, seeing him every day. This gives his words an extra layer of authority and intimacy. He was a very prominent figure in the early church in Jerusalem. Dahil sa kanyang position and relationship kay Jesus, his insights are super valuable. He saw firsthand how Jesus lived, how he emphasized love and action, not just empty words. So when James writes, it's coming from a place of deep, personal conviction and experience. Kaya naman, when we read his letter, it's like we're getting advice from someone who truly gets it. Pananampalatayang kumikilos, hindi puwedeng puro salita lang, dapat may gawa. Ang isa sa pinaka-striking na feature ng aklat ni Santiago ay ang kanyang focus sa praktikal na pananampalataya. He really emphasizes that true faith produces good works. Hindi ito yung works para masave ka, ha? No. We are saved by grace through faith. Period. Pero, ang point ni Santiago, if you truly have faith, it will naturally show in your actions. Parang puno, if it's healthy, it will bear fruit. Ganun din ang faith. Kung totoo yan, may bunga yan na makikita sa buhay mo. Santiago wants us to have a faith that is alive and active, a faith that makes a tangible difference in the world around us. Section 4, Echoes ng Karunungan. Si Santiago, parang mga kawikaan, ang galing. When I read the book of James, parang may familiar vibe. It reminds me so much of the wisdom literature in the Old Testament, especially the book of Proverbs. Grabe, ang galing. Pareho silang very practical, puno ng short, punchy sayings and advice for everyday living. Ang mga tema na tinatalakay ni Santiago, the importance of wisdom, controlling your speech, the dangers of wealth, being patient in suffering, treating everyone fairly. These are all very common themes din sa Proverbs and other wisdom books. It shows us that God's wisdom is timeless and consistent, diba? What was true and relevant then is true and relevant now. For example, both James and Proverbs talk a lot about the power of the tongue. Pareho din silang nagbibigay-diin sa kahalagahan ng tunay na karunungan, yung galing sa Diyos, hindi yung worldly wisdom na often selfish and leads to disorder. They both call for a life of righteousness, integrity, and compassion. Section 5, Mga aral na dapat nating tandaan, pagsubok, yaman, at ang ating dila. Santiago talks about perseverance in trials. Sabi ni Santiago, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds. Joy? Sa gitna ng problema, parang ang hirap. Pero he explains that these trials test our faith and produce perseverance. And perseverance leads to maturity. Then, he tackles the issue of wealth and favoritism. Santiago warns against showing favoritism to the rich and despising the poor. And then, of course, the power of the tongue. My goodness, this is a big one for Santiago. He says the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Parang apoy, it can set a whole forest on fire. Section 6, Tunay na karunungan at pananampalatayang may resulta, ito ang totoo. May dalawang klase ng wisdom according to Santiago. Merong earthly, unspiritual, demonic wisdom. Ito yung wisdom ng mundo na usually self-serving, envious, and leads to disorder and every evil practice. Pero sabi ni Santiago, ang wisdom na galing sa langit, iba. The wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial, and sincere. This is the kind of wisdom we should be asking God for, and He gives it generously to those who ask. So if we're confused or don't know what to do, we can always turn to God for His wisdom. And this ties back perfectly to His most famous theme, faith and deeds. Sabi nga niya, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Kung ang faith mo ay genuine, magbubunga yan ng good works, ng compassion, ng pagtulong sa kapwa, especially those in need, like orphans and widows. Section 7. Ang hamon ni Santiago, pamumuhay na tapat, walang halong echoes. So, to wrap it all up, mga kaibigan, ang Aklat ni Santiago is such a powerful and practical guide for us Christians. It's like a mirror that shows us where we are in our faith journey and challenges us to go deeper, to be more authentic. Hindi siya nagbibigay ng easy answers, pero He gives us clear directions on how to live a life that truly pleases God. It's a call to action, a call to genuine, faith-filled living. Walang echoes, walang pagkukunwari, just pure, unadulterated faith in practice. The book relentlessly confronts hypocrisy and spiritual negligence. Santiago says, wake up! He wants us to be fully engaged, fully committed,